everybody. Okay, so firstly, welcome to my channel. Hopefully doesn't bore you to tears, just mildly bores you. If there's tears involved, then I definitely need to reevaluate some things. Secondly, you hopefully have seen the previous video, which is the introduction to my Yamaha R1. This is pretty much going to be a follow-up video, just giving a rundown on the bike and the bike's life with me so far. So, without further ado, let's get some exhaust notes and an explanation. You missed the line. Oh yeah, I live near a theme park. So, here she is. Let's see, facts and figures. It's black. Very, very black. It's 2011 Big Bang cross-plane crankshaft R1. In my opinion, one of the best noises that you can buy on a motorcycle. I used to have a V-twin back home because I've moved country, and I prefer that noise to the scream of the inline four. So this seemed to be the best alternative because it's kind of a hybrid noise. It has the lowdown. You'll get an exhaust video at some point. So what have I done to it? Okay, first of all, it came with Pazzo levers. It came with the bar ends. This actually is a cruise control. It's a throttle stop, it's not cruise control, but it helps a hell of a lot. It also came with flush mount tinted indicators. It came with the RNG engine sliders. It also came with an RNG slider here, but I'll explain about that soon. RNG front fork sliders, the GoPro on the back, RNG swing arm slider. It came with the Yoshis on it already, just slip-ons, not the whole system. So from about here up is Yoshi, which comes with the R1 heat plate. And the R1 exhaust. Came with the tail tidy and the mini indicators on the back. Now, what have I done to it? I tinted the tail light, just a film over the end of it. I bought this plate. This plate was originally white with maroon, so it was the last mainly white thing on the bike. Had to get rid of it. I bought the chain guard because for some reason it came without it. I bought the chain and sprocket kit because it was just absolutely foobarred. Underneath, don't know if you can see it, there's a little nozzle there, that's the Scott oiler, so that keeps the chain oiled, as well as, man, it's easy to keep clean. You just rub it clean and away you go. Oh, I sprayed the fuel tank black, fuel cap black. I bought this carbon look tank protector. Probably going to replace it with either a black one or a clear one to match that, as I had a carbon cap cover there. I bought this ram mount. This ram mount goes into the headstock, so it gives me a phone which you can see is GPS, which is attached to a little USB connector I put in there. I bought the seat cowl. It had a seat on the back. I've changed that. I removed the rear foot pegs. It's now registered in Australia as a single seater, so I legally cannot take passengers, which is fine by me. You'll notice there's no frame slider on this side, which is a story. I sprayed all of these bolts. They all got sprayed black as they were silver. I installed HIDs. Holy hell, does that make a difference? Cue the video. So yeah, they look pretty good. I also put on the blue braided hoses. The stock hoses were actually really good, but the braided ones do make that bit of difference. I don't know if you can see that. It says Yamaha in gloss. I bought that decal. Works well. Blue braided hose on the back. This under tank side panel will also be getting replaced with a carbon fibre one. The blue rim tape, that was me. I was obviously got a tinted screen too. So, love the murdered out look, but it's always nice to bring a little contrast. And generally when you get our black, everybody contrasts it or complements it with red. So, I went a little bit different and figured blue would work, which I think was a good effort. What else is there about her? Pirelli Angel GTs. Yes, I own a sports bike and I have touring tires, but that's just my preference. Those things are excellent for corners, and the last set did me 18,000 kilometers, which is bonkers. So let's get riding and I'll tell you a little bit about how long I've owned it and the ridiculous distance I've covered on this thing already. Okay, so now that we've got the walk around done, let's talk about the bike's life with me. I got it in June 2016, yeah, less than a year ago, so I've had it 10 months. Could not be happier with it. Love it to pieces. Okay, so I got it and it had 38,000 kilometers on it. That's about, so it's at like 24,000 miles maybe. And it was 5 years old at the time. In the last 10 months, I have put on 25,500 kilometers, which is about 16,000 miles. So it did 25,000 miles in 5 years. I've done 16,000 miles, so 66% of that total in 10 months. As a result, finished off the tyres on it quite quickly, replaced them with the Pirelli Angel GTs that I said I have on it, and they magnificently did me 18,000 kilometers, which is bonkers. In the 10 months, had a great time, made the little mods, little aesthetic changes myself. These are the views that I have around relative to my house. It has been involved in 2 incidents. One of them, I'll put pictures up, and it was sitting in a parking bay, as you do when you park your vehicle. And a girl in a Toyota Prado, big giant car, just didn't see it, reversed into it, nudged it forward like 2-3 inches or whatever, enough for the side stand to give way, and it toppled over. It broke the screen, the wing mirror, the patio lever got damaged, a couple of scrapes on most of the side body panels. It worked out to be about $3,500 Australian dollars worth of damage. Thankfully her insurance paid all of it, which is fine. It turned out that I got it 99% re-sprayed anyway for free, so I was okay, that the incident was fine, it was acceptable. So within 2 weeks of getting the bike back, I crashed it. Yeah. So this happened. I honestly don't think that I was being a bell end. I obviously took the corner too quickly because I didn't know the road, but halfway around the corner I thought it was grand, but halfway round it just buckled back on itself and I was going way too quick. Thankfully it was a slow speed crash. At that point I was still waiting on my crash buttons being delivered because they were on order, so it didn't have them on. So I kind of just ruined the right hand bearing panel. So within 2 weeks of getting it back, fully resprayed, I was back at the same paint shop, explaining that I was a bit of a silly boo and needed it done again. So got that panel replaced. Yeah, that was not my finest moment. I got 9 3/4 years without a crash, so without a proper crash, so I was doing pretty well. Kind of peeved once I realised that I couldn't make it a decade, but we've reset and we'll try again, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty much the introduction, well, the worded introduction to the bike. I think that's almost everything you need to know about it. As for now, I'm going to enjoy this road and the impending sunset and the mountain views and the sound of this glorious exhaust. So yeah, I will see you next time when I'll do a small introduction, probably to myself, let you know who the heck I am. So yeah, bye bye. Kangaroo!